Hey squad, just got asked, hey, what are the best spots in San Diego County for investments? Feels like a perfect 101 question for my investor tribe, so let's do this. All right, so here's the really simple way of thinking about this, right? You've got like cash on cash game that goes on, and then you've got like the hybriditized, I think you can make up that word right now, the hybrid of the dirt underneath, AKA the actual appreciation, right? So that's what's unique about San Diego County, is that the dirt's so damn expensive. It's tough without like a legit displacement of down payment to actually have the cash on cash pencil to reasonable return, right? So maybe a different conversation for a different time. So just sticking to like the geo tags as to where this conversation goes best. So I'm actually getting ready to go right there and do a cool little beach run right now, hence get up. And I'm walking by this spot right here. This is actually a spot right on Mission Beach. It's literally half a block from the sand. And yours truly and a couple buddies during some college years actually lived in that exact downstairs unit, right? So what's obvious about this point? Man, they ain't making any more of this stuff, right? Now the price tag to get in that is gonna be ridiculous. We'll call that a 10, or depending on how you would think about it, like a 1, right? On acquisition price, but a 10 on what that guy's fetching right there on a monthly basis. So give that over enough time, it's gonna pencil 10 times from Tuesday. So you think about it, you've got what we kind of refer to playfully geographically as the heat map, right? Not necessarily heat in this regard, like AC style, but heat in terms of like the fire of where you're gonna actually plant that flag. So west of the 5 or any beach communities, that's your alpha. The beta is just one tier removed, which is like heart of San Diego. You got the downtowns, you've got the East Village, you've got North Park, South Park, all that stuff. And then you've got the C tier, which is kind of everything else, right? That's not to say, obviously I'm overgeneralizing. Only nuance in there, which is kind of cool about San Diego, is that we've got the asterisk of the schools, right? So inside some of those maybe B tiers, you've got a couple alphas hiding in plain sight just because they're sitting next to, SDSU, UCSD, USD, San Marcos, etc. Playfully, that's the game. So you're doing an XY analysis on each of those to try to slide in and find, what's your down payment, right? What kind of oxygen do you have to play with to be able to displace to get into which tier? And then secondly, the offset on that is how much do you think we can ransom out, as a rent? So it's almost like a sliding scale in both regards. If you can land some of the alpha tier, hallelujah, good job you, rich uncle in tow, and then you get that incredible cash on cash for monthly returns. While that's like obvious, right? The little bit more challenge or nuance is what do you do with the B's and C's, right? So that's where it gets a little tricky. And then that's not even including the concept of doing NOI and actually putting some cash into it to be able to up-level the basis, which is all part of the narrative. So if you're curious on where we've drawn those lines in the sand here and across the rest of the county for ABC tier, and then our little alpha pockets that are hidden in there, like around schools and whatnot, obviously drop us a DM. Happy to walk you through that, along with rent rolls for each one of these areas as well, so that you can start playing those XY factors for yourself. Until next time.
The Greenhouse Group formula. 6 steps to 5 stars. 4 promises, 3 asks, 2 camps, real estate and mortgage, and 1 team. Green Team. And no excuses. All right.